Welcome to the Animal Care Unleashed with Sonia. I'm Sonia Maiorano, Field Placement Advisor for the Animal Care programs at Conestoga College. I'm also a registered veterinary technician, a certified canine massage therapist, an Ontario certified instructor, and a proud member of the ASMVT. But most importantly, I'm your host for this video series where we connect with professionals who inspire and guide our future animal care leaders. Today, I'm thrilled to welcome Cailey Seymour. Cailey Seymour is a registered veterinary technician with nearly a decade of animal experience in the field of care and welfare. She graduated from Sheridan College's veterinary technician program in 2021 and has since built a career in animal rescue and welfare. She is the executive director of Dorset Rescue Kittens and the owner of Dogwood Animal Sanctuary, where she continues to advocate for the well-being of animals through rescue, rehabilitation, and education. Over the years, she has worked in various roles across the field, from small animal medicine to wildlife rehabilitation, and most recently, founding an animal rescue sanctuary. Some of Cailey's most meaningful experiences have come through volunteer work abroad. She has contributed to elephant behavior studies in Zambia and participated in a spay-neuter initiative in Guatemala. She has fostered hundreds of cats and dogs and gets so much joy from seeing them get adopted into loving homes. Cailey currently shares her home with a lively mix of animals, including 2 dogs, a tortoise, goats, birds, and more, ensuring she always has space for just one more. She's thrilled to see Conestoga College launch a new veterinary technician program and believes it will be an open, important door for future RVTs in the region by increasing local access to high-quality education and training. So we're going to dive into today's topic, which is multi-species rescue. So Cailey, thank you so much for joining us. So to start, let's talk about what makes multi-species care different from traditional veterinary practice. So we're going to start on the beginning here. What inspired you to create your rescue and how did it all come together?
That's a very complicated question, so I'll give you kind of the roundabout answer. I've always been very passionate about rescue. Starting at a young age, I was bringing pretty much everything I could find outside home. My parents were very supportive of that, so when I moved out and went to university, I started with fostering kittens for the local humane society, and then I developed my passion for kind of the veterinary field. So when I was in vet tech school, I was doing your typical summer jobs, volunteering and working at not-for-profits. And when I was working at a wildlife sanctuary, we had a number of people reach out about kittens needing care in the rural area that I was living. So I started taking them in on my own and decided to kind of put myself out there and start a Facebook page, which I called Dorset Rescue Kittens. And it kind of just blew up from there. I saw that there was a huge need for it and continued to grow the rescue with the support of volunteers in the community. And then after I graduated, I brought the rescue back down to Guelph with me while I was working in small animal medicine. So it has continued to grow and develop since then, and I'm very proud of where we're at today.
That is a lot. So you care for such a wide range of animals, so farm, exotic, domestic, and even pocket pets.
Yeah.
So can you walk us through the different species and their unique needs?
Yeah. So every animal obviously has unique needs depending on their species as well as kind of their background. So we deal with everything from cats to pigs to rabbits to chinchillas. So every time we get a new type of animal, we have to do a lot of research. Obviously, when you think about your typical cat and dog, they can kind of live in pretty rugged terrains. You know, they can be inside, they can be outside, they can be a combination of both. But when you think about exotic animals like degus and chinchillas and rats, you have to really take into consideration what their natural habitat would be. So a lot of these animals do come from drier climates, warmer climates. So it's really important that we're keeping their temperature and environment very controlled and very clean. And they do need different forms of enrichment. So obviously you're not going to give a spring toy that you would give to a cat to a rat necessarily. You're going to want to give them space to burrow, space to nest, things like that. So we really just have to do a lot of research every time we get a different type of animal. With the farm animals, obviously we love to keep them inside because they're cute, especially when they're babies. But eventually they're very destructive. For example, our goats, they get horns. So, you know, if we have them inside, they're going to headbutt the couch. Eventually they have to go outside and live in a barn and kind of do what they're going to do. So we kind of change it up depending on what it is, and we're always learning as we go.
Great. So managing space and resources for so many animals must be challenging. So how do you keep everything organized and ensure each animal gets what it needs?
Yeah, so I would say that I have to dedicate that one to my team. I have a really great team of people from diverse backgrounds, everything from people who have no education in animal care to registered veterinary technicians and veterinarians. So we work really hard together to kind of develop different plans of action depending on what we're getting. So for example, sometimes we would be asked to take a group of 50 rats, but we've never had rats before. This was a recent issue that we faced. And we basically did a bunch of research on how we could change our current setup to the setup that we would require for rats. We purchased everything necessary, and through trial and error, we figured out a really great system. All of those rats have now been adopted. We're kind of down to under 10. We actually ended up with over 100 of them from that situation because rats breed and a lot of them were pregnant. So we're back down to it, and we are changing our caging back to cats and rabbits. So our team works really hard to kind of come up with a really quick plan and put our heads together and all work as a team to get everything set up. And then the animals are there, trial and error. And then once they get adopted, we go back to our normal.
That is amazing. Yeah. I can't believe 100 rats. So if you don't mind, Cailey, paint us a picture of a typical day at your rescue. So what does it look like from morning to night?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I can tell you how today is going to go for my team. So we started at 7 a.m. We have potbelly pigs in care, and just like with all the animals I mentioned before, we've kind of had to change things around. So today we started at 7 a.m. by letting the farm animals out. So that's the goats, the birds, the pigs, and then we had to move the pig barn. So we had someone come and they moved the pig barn, and then our staff went back out, set everything up, cleaned everything up, and then at 8 a.m. they started with rounds. So they would go around to all the different animals. We do have about 200 in care almost always. So they're going from building to building, checking on all of them, making sure obviously everyone is stable and comfortable, checking on weights of any neonatal animals, so making sure that they gained weight overnight, giving any medications required. And then once they have looked at everyone and contacted the appropriate person if there's any major issues, we start with feeding and cleaning and charting. Our charting system is pretty intense. We have to make sure that we're documenting fecal output, urine output, any vomiting or diarrhea, if they've made a mess of their house, stuff like that. And then they usually spend the first 3 to 4 hours cleaning and documenting everything that went on from the day before. Our veterinarian will be on site today, so she'll be conducting exams on any new intakes. We did have some the other day. We have people dropping off animals for surgery this morning. I did that on my way here, actually. So we work with a clinic in Kitchener. It was perfect. I dropped them off there. They'll have surgery today. They'll call me if there's any problems. Around lunchtime, everyone has a bit of siesta. So the cats have eaten, they've played, they've had their out of cage time. Our staff have their lunch. And then our afternoon is typically dedicated to enrichment. So letting the cats that are quarantined and vaccinated out for out of kennel time. They socialize with each other, taking the rabbits and putting them in X pens so they have lots of time to run around and play. And then usually from around 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. is closing duties. So more feeding and medicating, more charting, more communication with management and veterinary team, and then everyone goes to bed for the night, including our staff, and we come back and do all the same thing tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds like a busy day.
Yes.
So rescue work can be emotionally and physically demanding. So how do you cope with those challenges and stay motivated at the same time?
Yeah, it's definitely been a learning curve because obviously we see some really hard things. We do experience a lot of loss, a lot of really traumatic situations with animals, but we try to support each other in encouraging everyone to look at the progress that we do make with the animals that make it out our doors. Our adoption rate is very, very high. Most of the animals that come through our door, they do leave into wonderful homes. And we do our best to have our adoption team keep in contact with our animal care team so that they're aware of the success stories. I can tell you about a cat that came into our care, and he was extremely obese. His owner had passed away. We had to put him on a weight loss plan. He was actually roaming in our rescue building because we were very attached to him. And we actually donated him to the OVC to be a blood donor cat. And today we received a wonderful photo from his foster home. He has lost more weight and he is donating blood today. And so our entire team got pictures of him this morning and got an update, and they're able to reflect back on a time that he was in our care and he wasn't doing so great, and they get to see that he's thriving today because of the hard work we put into it. So we try to stay positive by looking at all the great outcomes that we do have and enjoying the moments with all the baby animals, all the really old animals that we get to comfort, and then obviously being able to support the animals that do suffer and we do end up losing while they're in our care, and just loving them while we have that time with them.
That's great, Cailey. So community support is often key. So what role do volunteers or students play in your operations, or how can they?
Yeah, so I would say the majority of our volunteers are actually students. Right now they're students at the University of Guelph, but that's because we didn't have an animal care or vet tech program near us. So we're really excited to be here today and have this communication with you guys, since you do have a program so close to us. We're only about half an hour away from here, and I'm sure you've got lots of students that live even closer to us. So various volunteer opportunities, those include fostering. That's a really, really big one. So providing temporary housing in your own home for animals that aren't quite ready for adoption yet. We do rely heavily on our foster parents for things like groups of kittens, under-socialized cats, moms with babies, or maybe medical cats, which would be great for vet tech and animal care students. So that is a huge thing that we do rely on volunteers and especially students for. Other opportunities include voluntarily driving animals to and from the clinic. As I mentioned, we dropped off a group of cats today. We're dropping off a pig today to the OVC for surgery. Then we pick them up today. We drive them back tomorrow, stuff like that. And then we do have various partner satellite locations in Guelph, like PetSmart. And our PetSmart satellite location is completely operated by volunteers being there during all store hours. So there's lots of ways to get involved. And it's actually something that we look heavily on when we're hiring people, is what their volunteer experience is, especially in animal rescue. So it's a great way to get your foot in the door, especially while you're a student.
That's really good to know. Thanks, Cailey, for mentioning that. So every rescue has its memorable moments. So can you share with me, or with everybody watching anyways, a story that really stands out to you?
Yeah. I could tell you a million stories, to be honest, but I'll tell you about the pigs that we currently have in our care. So we have a group of pigs in our care that are currently up for adoption. We've already adopted out 9 of them, and we have 3 left. And then we do have another one who's special needs, and she's kind of behind the scenes. She'll hopefully be going up for adoption soon. But we recently dealt with a situation where there was an overcrowding situation with pigs, and we were asked to step in to help another rescue find homes for them, because it is more challenging. They're not a cat or a dog. It's not something people are looking for every single day. And essentially some of the pigs that came into care were pregnant. And because there were so many of them, when the piglets were born, they were very under-socialized. It wasn't something that we had dealt with before. We'd never had a pig in care, even though we all love them. So over the last 6 months, my team has had the absolute joy of seeing these babies turn from really scared little piglets hiding in the corner to the type of animal that the second you walk through the door, they're just running up to you and grunting. We've been able to learn a lot about their medical care. Our mama pig is getting spayed tomorrow because she is quite the pain in the butt when she's in heat. And the piglets have been wonderful to watch grow up. So that's been a really great learning experience, and I've really enjoyed that, and I think our team has as well.
That's great. So for students that are interested in working with rescued or exotic animals, so our veterinary technician students and our vet assistant students, what advice would you give them as they start their careers?
I think just get as involved as you can. As I mentioned, volunteering is a great way to get your foot in the door. I know for us, when we're looking to hire people, we really value people who have volunteered, mostly because a lot of the animal rescues are charity-based or not-for-profit, so it is a little bit harder to get a paid position, but there absolutely are opportunities available out there. As I mentioned, I'm a full-time RVT, and we just hired another one, so she works for us 40 hours a week, and it's very competitive with what you would be offered in a vet clinic situation. So I would say get as involved as you can, especially while you're in school and recently graduated, because that goes a long way for speaking to your ambition and your dedication to rescue animals.
Very good. That's good to think about. So Cailey, if you can briefly mention, I was going to mention that you have collaborated or collaborate with provincial animal welfare officers.
Yeah.
So within confidentiality limits, what does that partnership look like?
Yeah, it's a partnership that's been really valuable to us, and it's given us great opportunities to have more staff and be more involved with some of the more intense situations that we wouldn't necessarily see from the general public. So what I can tell you is we do some temporary housing situations where we keep animals that have been abused, have been neglected, have been in really, really unfortunate situations, and we're able to provide them a safe space until they are in a position where they can be adopted. So that's been really great because our team gets to work one-on-one with those animals from the time that they come in until the time they get adopted. And we have that great relationship with them. So if Animal Welfare Services does have a situation where an animal does need to go into a rescue for adoption, they know that they can come asking us anytime for that.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So looking ahead, what are your hopes for the future of animal rescues in Ontario?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of development right now with rescues getting a little bit more established and more legitimized. So, we're seeing a lot of stuff coming out where we have great partners like PetSmart Charities Canada, the Ontario Veterinary College, other schools like Conestoga. So we're seeing a lot of rescues be able to have a more diverse community to help them. And I think that that's a really positive thing. People are getting more involved. We need them to get more involved because obviously, we do rely on people volunteering. We rely on people having a huge passion for it. So I hope over the next few years we can just see some of the smaller rescues kind of blossom and be even more impactful to the animals in our community.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, thanks so much for joining us here on Animal Care Unleashed with Sonia. A huge thank you to Cailey Seymour for sharing her insights and her experiences. So until then, take care and keep learning.